Greetings, my fellow servants of the God Emperor. Welcome back to Rogue Trader. It is the Ash Heritor, and here we are in the Pillars of Veridice. I think that's how you pronounce that. In the previous episode, we did some exploration. I think was that the episode we did Viabos? It's been a couple of days. We fought some Drukhari witches, and then proceeded onwards and got caught in a horrific, crashed inquisitorial black ship where we encountered some sketchy Nurgle-related business. We escaped, blew up a big cauldron. It was fun. And then, I think that was right here on this ice planet even. No, it wasn't. Probably another planet. So we're gonna continue exploring this system and hope that we find some other interesting stuff here. So let's scan this probably rocky planet. What have we here? Plasteel? That's 7 plasteel, actually. Oof. Yeah, I'm doing it. That's too good. Okay.
The augurs have detected the remnants of an ancient mining ship that crashed on the planet. It looks like it was carrying equipment and settlers to a new mining site. Searching the ship might prove useful, but it carries certain risks.
Well, let's conduct a search. Abelard can lead it. The search team was able to retrieve the last surviving extraction from under the debris. They suffered no losses and returned to the ship triumphant. Alright, +1 extraction. Hell, yeah. It's a shattered world, apparently. And we're gonna head here. That looks like it might be like an ocean planet. No, not an ocean planet, but... yeah, maybe an ocean planet. Or just a Terran planet. Terrestrial? Jungle world, even. Okay. Nothing here. Alright, well. Let's get out of here. If you're enjoying this series, do drop this video a like. It, of course, helps out quite a lot. Okay, so here we are. We can head to the Agathis Archides. It's gonna be how I pronounce that. We're gonna warp ourselves over there. Hopefully nothing happens. Oh look, something happened. The clan servicing the Void Shield array petitioned the Lord Captain for aid. Compartments were becoming overrun with putrescent fungal corruption. The mycelium claimed one chamber after another. The thick black spores poisoned the Rogue Trader's servants, causing their eyes to burst and their veins to swell until their skin ruptured. The clan was issued reinforced unirobes and gas masks so they could keep working while the soldiers burned away the infestation. Well, that's rough. So, what shall we find here? Hopefully something interesting. Ooh. Very cool. Very dense asteroid belt. Okay, we'll check here. There's a ship there, too. We're gonna check out this planet first. This should be an arid world, okay, with nothing. So what ship is this? Void ship Remnants. Lord Captain, the augurs cannot determine who the ship we approached belongs to, but the telemetry clearly reveals it's an Imperial vessel. The hull is badly damaged, but there is air in some of the chambers, which means they are hermetically sealed. What are your orders concerning the discovery? Send out the order to prepare my troops for boarding. I will personally take part in the exploratory expedition. Oh, we get one of these events. Very cool. Region: Cineris Maleficum. Location: Agathis Archides. Material: extract from unofficial news sheet, window on the bridge, distributed on the middle decks. Recorded by unknown. Note, the veracity of the recounted events is questionable. We who walk down the same passageways in the same bays, day after day, we who are born, live, and die to the hum of the void ship's machines, we who forever hunger for the smallest glimpse of another life, and for a chance to see the heroes who tirelessly fight for us, and for the glory of the Imperium. So, let's have a tale about the Lord Captain. By the will of the Emperor, the guardian and commander of every good and honest soul upon this void ship, and the time she boarded a vessel named the Fireborn. Like a dead whale cast ashore by the inexorable force of the swell, the wrecked vessel was a confronting sight for its unwitting visitors. Some bays still retained an atmosphere, but there was no life anywhere. The ship was dead, its machine spirits dissipated in the darkness of space. It was just the husk left, and the Rogue Trader's crew were to become the scavengers swarming the carcass of a fallen Leviathan. Our Lord Captain oversaw the expedition personally. She decided we can train the penetrating gaze of the auger arrays on the damaged ship, or we can have Idira Talas feel out of course. An unholy Psyker she may be, but even souls as dark as hers submit to the Lord Captain's will. Let's rely on technology instead of Idira. The auger's keen eyes scanned the eerie vessel, identifying that the void ship was gravely damaged and was in the process of final erosion. There was very little to explore. There was very little time to explore it. 3 sectors seemed the least damaged: the bridge, the middle crew deck, and the service bay. After exchanging a series of trills and warbles in their mysterious and ancient language, the tech priests responsible for the augers reported to the Lord Captain that they had glimpsed signs of valuable components in the operation in the service bay. The Lord Captain's next step was... okay, I guess we can do both. We'll have Idira Talas feel out of course. With hostile eyes upon her, Idira sank into a trance. When she resurfaced, she reported that the ship had been the victim of the warp. The bridge had suffered worst of all, and it was the section that provoked the greatest anxiety and trepidation in Psyker. The service bay was the least damaged section, though Idira spoke of it with no particular interest. Okay. The Lord Captain had decided which of the 3 teams she would lead, in which 2 would be entrusted to their officers. Let here be known the names of those honest people who stood before our rogue trader in that moment: the taciturn and grave Young-Ho Son, whose word was as firm as his handshake. Probably mispronounced that, but what's Korean, and Korean pronunciation is hard. Captain Vesti, whose jokes will be remembered by everyone on decks 3 to 5. Captain Matina, the senior officer of the 3rd unit, known to many as Grey Matina. She had been leading units when the current crop of scouts were snot-nosed kids. No one on deck was in any doubt that navigating inside the wrecked ship would be difficult. The units would be spared or separated by kilometers of twisted metal, dead modules devoid of atmosphere, collapsed passageways, and hull breaches the size of a house. The only thing connecting the brave teams would be the delicate thread of a Vox link. And so, after weighing up the options, the Lord Captain chose to go with... Ooh, now I can't remember what the tech priest found. Is that on the crew decks or the service bay? I think it was in the service bay, right? We're gonna go with Grey Matina towards the service bay. From here on, we will relate the events based on what we learned from witnesses, the people who accompanied the Lord Captain on the tour of the dread ship. The shuttles started up one after another and dispersed, each headed for a selected target. An hour spent on cutting through the hull in the freezing vacuum of space, a fussy boarding, and then finally the rogue trader stepped onto the cold, dark deck of the dead ship. The light of the torches revealed a sign in the gloom: Fireborn. After a minute-long exchange with the Voxmaster, who quickly checked the archives, it was discovered that the dead vessel was that of Captain Nova von Dane, registered at Kiava Gamma Port. Grey Matina said a prayer appropriate to the situation. Then she looked expectantly at the Lord Captain, waiting for orders. Yet more bad news from Kiava. Nothing good is happening there, I assure you. Knowing that... Okay, so we have Lore Imperium. Knowing the typical layout of the service base, the Lord Captain directed the scouts where the common valuables, or where the valuable components would be found. Or Awareness 10. After examining the service bay and consulting the augurs, the Lord Captain suggested where the ship's undamaged components could be found. Let's do this. The Lord Captain's assessment proved to be correct. After a thorough search, as all searches conducted by Grey Matina were, the scouts found undamaged components and marked them for later dismantling. So we found 15 salvaged Omni compressors, a hallowed targeting cogitator, there's a lot of ship parts, some bottles of extravagant perfume, and 10 more experience. Sound crackled from Vox speakers, and a light on the casing switched on, signaling a message coming in on the first unit's frequency. Commander Young-Ho Son calmly reported that the unit was making satisfactory progress towards the bridge. This was followed by a message from the second unit, which was on the crew deck. The Vox speakers crackled, prepared to connect with the unit's commander, Captain Vesti. The words that came through sounded muffled, as though the person on the other end wasn't speaking directly into the Vox, but accidentally pressing the transmit button while occupied with something else. Never seen anything like it. It's beautiful. Hold on. Wait. Is it moving? Uh-oh. The pale-faced Captain Martina barked out a stream of orders, telling the unit to close ranks around the rogue trader and prepare for trouble. But then the yelling from the Vox turned to laughter. Ha! Ha! I got you, old girl! Boomed a voice from the speaker. It belonged to Captain Vesti, the commander of the unit exploring the middle deck. Don't panic, we're all good here. Nothing, not a thing to report. I hope where you are is just as uneventful. White with anger, Martina turned to the rogue trader. Captain Vesti has a unique sense of humor. I strongly suggest that your ladyship take him in hand. We'll give him a light reprimand. Lord Captain reprimanded Captain Vesti for his flippancy and demanded a report on his unit's progress. Captain Vesti reported that his unit's foray had so far proceeded without incident, mystical or otherwise. They had found no survivors from the ship's crew, or bodies for that matter. However, the unit had encountered a problem. The passage leading to the deck section with the arsenal and storage depot was seriously damaged, especially the power cables. Proceeding further could be dangerous. So we can do a logic test here. 75% chance, that's a risk I'm willing to take. Some of you may die, but after consulting her officers, the Lord Captain issued new orders for Vesti's unit. Wonderful. Vesti's unit headed off to carry out their orders, with the rogue trader and her team continued on. Fortune smiled on the unit this time. Grey Martina, having trusted her instinct and experience, chose to return to the shuttle via an alternative route. In one of the dark branching passageways, the team discovered a modest but untouched trove of cargo from Kiana Gamma. So we get some sacred unguents, some servo skull anti-gravitic impellers, and some... Oh, they head onto a light carapace. Okay. That's not bad. The voice of Young-Ho Son reached the Lord Captain's ears once again. The first unit's captain soberly reported that his people were proceeding to the bridge. The ensuing deathly silence alerted the Lord Captain that something was wrong. Following the gazes of his team, she saw the unit's dispatcher, who was carrying the large Voxcaster with the antenna and transmitter, was lagging far behind the rest of the group, and the transmission indicator was dark. There was no incoming messages. Even if there had been, Son's voice couldn't have sounded so close, as if the dispatcher, or Son himself, were standing right next to the rogue trader. Son here. Unit 1 proceeding to the bridge, said the voice again. Now it seemed to be coming from all sides, drawing in from the left and right, from under the deck, and even from somewhere among the mess of cables overhead. Oh boy. Willpower to resist? We can do a lore warp. That's not likely to work here. We're gonna just drop a willpower test. The Lord Captain summoned all her willpower to resist the illusion. The Lord Captain managed not only to maintain her self-control, but also to keep the terrified unit from veering into outright panic. Led by the rogue trader, the scouts hurriedly retreated to the shuttle, pursued by their comrade's disembodied voice, which continued to repeat the same brief message. Think Captain Son's dead. Idira did say there was something bad up at the bridge. After returning to the shuttle, Cyrene von Valancius received reports about Fireborn's status. The tech priests who relentlessly pierced the wreckage with the augur's gaze insisted on curtailing the operation as soon as possible, fearing imminent destruction. There were also reports from the other two units. The second unit had succeeded in moving through the danger zone and had returned to the shuttle with valuable payload taken from the dead ship's stores. Nice. We have a hotshot las pistol. It's okay. Cogitator bracer, okay, for cargo. Burn scour beast cured leather. And 2 long lasers, alright. Augurs in the Vox system proved equally useless. The first unit, which had been exploring the bridge, had vanished without a trace, almost as if the dead ship had swallowed them whole. The scouts and their commander, Young-Ho Son, had simply disappeared, joining the thousands of crew members lost aboard the Fireborn. The units assembled at the shuttles, and the Lord Captain gave the final order of the grim expedition. Let's hold a service for the fallen scouts. Led by Sister Argenta, the scouts built the funeral pyres. Old metal barrels and small shipping containers served as temple braziers. In the wavering but warm light illuminating their faces, the scouts listened as the sister sang a prayer for the departed. Little by little, the listeners' terrified, weary gazes brightened. As they heard the sister's words, understanding dawned on the survivors. Death dogged the footsteps of everyone. But there is a destiny higher than death. They should always remember that. That is the reason to keep going. Time was up. The scouting report returned to their ship with one last look at the Fireborn, the rogue trader. Did we destroy it? No. Let's turn away and cast the grim carcass forever from our mind. Creepy. Very creepy. I love these events. Especially the ones where we get the little, like, imitation with. Wish more of them did that. Continental world, huh? With some provisions. 3 provisions isn't gonna cut it. We have 12 anyways, so we don't need that. And there's another Hulk. Wow, there's a lot of crap here. What is this type of planet? Arid world again. The rings. The giant rings on the planet's surface can be observed even from orbit. Well, let's do that. It has emerged that this planet has a native species of giant insect similar to Terran ants. Just like ants, they sometimes form so-called death spirals, in which one creature follows another without realizing they're going in circles. These were the rings discovered by the ship's observers. You can see these from space. What the fuck? The strange phenomenon that was originally suspected to be a sign of warp activity or a nefarious Xenos structure turned out to be a quirk of nature, and a tragic one at that. That's it. That's what we get. Alright. Fucking alright. Oh man. 40k. Just so creepy. Or at least there's room for a lot of creepiness, which this game is drawing upon very nicely. But no in-game benefits to that. Just a nice bit of lovely lore to creep you out. Thank you. The augurs have detected wreckage in the void ship's vicinity, but the exact nature of this wreckage remains unclear. Let's look for the source of the wreckage. The augur crew reports that it has registered no evidence of a disaster that could have produced such debris. Guess we continue on. Well, that was weird. Was that a failed test? Or what? Is there like a thing that happens? Can you continue exploring and then it'll kind of reveal things? I kind of wish it would do that, so that you can find secrets, but at the same time, I'm glad it doesn't. Otherwise, we'd be sitting here doing this forever in every system. What game did that? Was it Mass Effect 1 or Mass Effect 2? One of them kind of let you do that. Okay, so we can't get to there. We could get to here. We could chart a deadly course up to Adermat. The thing is, like, I don't know how else to get to there aside from charting a deadly course. We need to find Kiavagama. And I don't even know where Kiavagama is, so, like, what I should do is quickly check the colonies here. I should also do some hull repairs here. It's just a tiny bit of hull damage, but okay, we have a Godsbane Lance battery. That's the one we currently have equipped, right? Yeah, we have the exact same thing equipped, and I don't think you can equip a second one anywhere, so I think this is going to cargo. Low acceleration and braking. I prefer the acceleration and braking. The Mazoa Lance. I'm keeping the torpedoes. Y'all have won me over. I'm gonna throw this into cargo as well. So, no upgrades to be done. No ship's posts to be moved around. We have torpedo control with Argenta. Master Cannoneer here. So the Shield Master, we could put him as the shield. I don't quite understand. Because it doesn't seem like the abilities are affected at all. We can upgrade. What's the difference here? Cooldown 1 to 3 rounds, 1 to 2 rounds. Yeah, you can upgrade abilities. I think this takes... Oh, shit. Put Argento there. So we have to use the ability once, Expeditious Reload. I'm pretty sure... No, we've not used that yet. Okay, and then here, we can't upgrade Swing Run. Can we upgrade Shallow Jump? We cannot. So all we can do is upgrade New Heading. Costs 100 scrap. I'm gonna do it. So it's gonna reduce the cooldown on that. So, yeah, we need to look in here a little bit more, because there's quite a lot of things we can do. And indeed, Corpuscari Chant has a duration. Oh, this is like the legendary ability, or the ultimate ability, so to speak. Still a bit confused with all of that stuff. A little bit janky. Okay, where are we? No, really, where are we? We're here, never mind. Okay. Yeah, do it. Chart a deadly course. And then... I guess we'll just make it safe. I don't know if that was necessary.
Lord Captain, we have received an astropathic message from Dargonis. Aglias Scalander reports a Xenos raid against the merchant ship in the silence of Mare Segaret. The coordinates of a hypothetical contact have been forwarded by the crew. If you wish to support your subjects and fight back against the Xenos personally, we must hurry. It is unlikely that a merchant ship will be able to resist the enemies of humanity for long.
Okay, so we need to head back to Mare Segaret, like, now. Where is that? Hopefully not too far. Mare Segaret, okay. Okay, we're gonna drop back. We're going to warp over to here. Can we create a bridge right here? Ship's enforcers notified officers about a strange insect-like creature appearing on the astropathic chamber deck. The entity was destroyed, but the incident was recalled a few days later, and when one of the astropaths lost his mind, shrieking about a splitting headache, the Psyker perished shortly after. The autopsy revealed a presence of countless bloated larvae consuming his brain. The corpse and the insects were safely disposed of. Fantastic. I think we gotta then jump down to here. Telecos Epsilon, and then we can jump up to the Silence of Mare Segaret, and hopefully we're there in time. Alright, let's jump in here. We can save a merchant vessel. Basically, we beeline straight there. I hope... Yeah. Oh, man. Weren't there in time. So, that just sucks. Hopefully we can at least punish the Drukhari. Like, we beelined there. Straight there, so... There was nothing we could have done. We were just too far away. I guess that's just a random chance that that happens. Saving the merchant ship is probably just a matter of you have to be close enough. But we will, at the very least, avenge them. Okay, so we have Immortality Denied Destroyers. Drukhari ships. Lovely. Godsbane Lance. 30% chance of hitting there. I'd like to advance a little bit here. We'll advance right to here. Let's actually drop our torpedoes to start with. So we can immediately put some Daka down on this one. So it didn't like that so much. We'll hit it again. Hopefully this will kill it. No, that's going to be a miss. Okay, fine. So what we'll do instead is move right up to here. And hopefully this finishes the job. It's still alive. Ah, this one's just out of range. We could jump up to there. We could strafe up this way. Let's do that. This will allow us to then target this one. Okay. Well, that one died unexpectedly. Reinforce shields. Do I do a shallow jump? I don't think so. Let's reinforce the port. Is that port? Yeah, port shields. Okay, perfect. So it's gonna come in here, attack my port shields. Forced. Okay, still gonna do a tiny bit of damage to me, which is unfortunate. Hopefully our sword class frigate can take out this destroyer right here. Fantastic, well done. And it even dealt some damage to the other one. This is gonna be a very quick fight, because now our... Ooh, hello. That's a frigate. I didn't see you guys. Where are they? They're far out. From the looks of it. Hopefully we can at least save some of the merchants with the cargo as well. Drukhari's ships look really cool. They're super far away. So we're just going to send the torpedoes over to here. Goodbye. And we're going to put ourselves right on up this way. So we could close in the distance to some degree here. We could do a shallow warp jump forward. I think we may as well do that to get as much distance as possible. We're not going to be able to fire anything at them. So we're just going to have to end our turn here. Our sword class frigate can move into formation beside us. Hopefully it doesn't get too far ahead of us, but I think we can catch it. I like that it just comes back if it gets destroyed. It's a little weird. Kind of wish we could control it. I feel like this game, like because we're very much relegated to using this frigate, I feel like we should be able to get more ships, smaller ships as escorts, and actually control them. I think that would be really fun. Maybe even get some captains, like unique captains to work with us. I think it's a little bit of a missed opportunity from the devs in that sense. All right, so we're going to, of course, send some more torpedoes. Then we have some lance options, which can do a bit of work onto this last hatred frigate right here. So, oh yeah, I love lances. I just want to point that out. I love lances. Then we're going to come right on along here, so we can put our batteries in range. Hector, most unfortunate. Well, not much we can do with our Ryza, so I'm going to reinforce our prow shields, because this one's going to swing up right in front of us. Hopefully... Ah, why didn't you shoot at the other one? Yeah, that's pretty good damage on that one, at least. Okay. Shadow fields are active. Coming around. Unfortunately, it's gonna hit our rear. But it's not in a very good position for our next turn. And it is attacking our ally.
Fate has provided an opening.
Ooh, it moved out of the way. Okay. Okay, we're taking that one. That's alright. Ouch. Oh, man, these Drukhari ships. They're just like, screw your torpedoes. Okay, we're gonna swing them around. My escort's really almost dead. And, can I instantaneously do some torpedo control here? Yes, we can. Goodbye.
The dark void will erase their colors.
So, you know, a new heading. Spin us around. You could also do a swing run. Let's actually do that. From there, we are just out of range. That's okay. We can still advance. We can bombard this thing.
Where we tread, the unfaithful fall.
Okay, some Drukhari ghost plates as trophies. Sell to the Imperial Navy.
A new message from Master Scalander, Lord Captain. This time he is not reporting yet another attack, but the alleged location of one of the Xenos leaders. Achilles' aides have reported that said leader will be heading attack on the paradise world of Grantis. There is one catch. The planet belongs to Caligos Winterscale, another rogue trader. Master Scalander noted in his message that responding to a distress call is unlikely to be considered an incursion into somebody else's territory. The governor of Grantis will most likely send out a call for aid the moment the raid begins. And if your void ship happens to be nearby, no one will question your reasons for landing.
I like the idea. We're gonna quickly salvage what we can from this destroyed ship. That's it. We find 2 bits of flak armor, a couple of... I don't think they did well. That's unfortunate. Okay. Well, sucks to be those guys. Let's do a hull repair. We definitely took some damage there. And we need to head out to... what was the system called? It's under something with an M. Or was this the one with an M? Marisaga. Shit, no, I'm getting them confused here. Blades in the Void. Palatium Stellos. Where might that be? Hopefully within reach. All the way down there, huh? That is not an easy route. I mean, it's an okay route. We're gonna have to, Fine, we got a lot of safe transits here, so... We'll jump on over this way, and then we'll jump to the Cradle of Kepri. I will reduce this to unsafe. And then we'll jump over here. Demonic eyes had materialized and begun to slither across the walls of crew quarter 49. The burning orbs swelled like bubbles of fetid swamp gas, only in secluded places at first, later appearing in plain sight. Everyone subject to their glare started experiencing headaches and spells of self-flagellation. After one of the officers peeled off a portion of his own skin to fashion a makeshift eyelid for one of the fiendish orbs, the section was quarantined since neither fire nor ammunitions could prevent more eyes from sprouting up on the ship. The vessel was only cleansed by escaping from the clutching embrace of the Sea of Souls. I think we've already had that event. So, let's jump in here. A warp breach. Ungodly fiends spreading sorcerous disease walk the lower decks. Gathering a cohort of infected voidsmen, if no measures are taken immediately, the entire bay could be turned into a den of heresy. I guess we deal with this ourselves. Okay. Plague troops, I think Jai could be useful. Pascal, you're going to probably not be useful here, so we'll bring in Jai. You're navigating. Maybe we... Yeah, I don't bring Idira unless we... Yeah, this is going to be our team. I bring Idira if we have Cassia. That's it. Also, I don't trust Idira around demons. I don't trust her much at all. But thus far, she has been behaving herself. So, she has been behaving. Do you say behaving herself, or is it just behaving? Why do I not know this? I'm a writer. I probably do know this. I'm just currently blanking. All right, so we've got some Nurgle cultists here, but let's level up Jai first. I'm saying her name right at the very least. So, ooh, that's pretty good. One random ally makes 2 attacks. The random ally could be not so good. Orchestrated Firestorm and Last Volley can be used multiple times per combat. Once per turn. All allies, including the Master Tactician, that have a weapon capable of burst fire, use burst fire. Oh, yeah. Now we're talking. Okay, that's now quite good, because especially if we have Argenta and anybody else that might have a burst fire weapon. Hello, it's cultists.
Beg for mercy, but I will grant none.
Your Emperor won't save you.
Let's see, we got more cultists back there, a whole lot of cultists. Do we have any demons? No demons to be seen as of yet. Oh, there's another cultist right back here. Oh, shit. Okay, and a plague bearer. All right, we are nicely positioned in the middle of 2 enemy groups. That's a lie, that's not nice. In fact, not opportune at all. But let's see here. This is just not a great position. We gotta have 1 melee combatant on each side. I'm gonna put Heinrichs on this side. We'll drop him here for now. I am going to put Irliet... I'm gonna put Irliet back here. Because she's got a lot of nice line of sight there. Jai, you're going to come over this way, because they're going to be funneling into this little area here. Although, perhaps Argenta's going to be better served there. Because Jai can move around. I'll keep Cyrene in the middle so that she can drop her buffs where needed. Let's begin. So, who's going to start this off? You're just out of range. You don't really have... I mean, yeah, you technically have somebody to shoot at here. Let's start this off with Jai.
If not me.
Alright. So... what is there to be done? I mean, there's always Daka. It's going to break his cover. These guys do have guns. So that is less ideal. I also don't want to hit Abelard. Okay, that's much better. So, shoot in that way. Okay, I think I did just...
I would have medal for that one.
It's all good. So, what about with the other one? It's also 44% chance only. This one's 34% chance, and apparently we can... oh, it's just hitting the barrels. I'm getting confused. It looks like it's the...
am I getting
Abelard's
paid
health
for
bar is
this?
flashing.
Quite fair.
The toxic barrels. Oh, no. Yeah, they have a red outline. I should have realized that. Okay.
You've got a problem. I've got a prize.
That's a miss. Let's reload. It's 25 ammo. Well, we can reload it as a free action, so why the hell not?
Don't get too cocky.
Yeah, we'll drop a press the advantage. That's my turn. We can now take another turn. Let's throw a front line. Where do we want to throw a front line? There's not much up this way. I think we can let Jai deal with that one. Then we're going to have Abelard go around this way. So I'll drop a front line here. So they're going to come over this way. A lot of cultists. Let's give Abelard a forewarning. We should not have done that. Okay, that's fine. Let's see. A back line. Cover efficiency. Dodge reduction. We'll drop this right here for Irliet. And then I'm going to put the other one here for
On it.
Argenta to use. We're just going to wait. They have to come up this way, so... what else can we do? We should probably move out of the toxin. Let's give Argenta voice of commands. And we can just start having her take a single action or a single action pot shot at one of these guys. We can actually burst down here. Yeah, there's 2 potential targets we can hit. One of them with an 85% chance of hitting him, so might as well.
My Emperor!
Okay, that unfortunately did blow up the barrel that was in her way. I find it a bit stupid that shooting, like, you can't just shoot over a barrel if you're standing right next to it. I understand if it's, like, in the way of an enemy, but, like, if you're right behind something, it's very easy to just shoot over it. If it's kind of halfway in between you and an enemy, that's a different matter. So, I kind of wish that wasn't the case, but not much I can do about that right now. So we're going to run and gun. Up here, I guess. There are melee cultists. No, they're mostly gun cultists, so, you know what, screw it. What about you? We can finish that one off, then.
None can escape
So,
the Emperor's judgment.
he is now dead. Okay, I am back in the poison, so we're going to move back here then, I guess. No psychic powers, but I can use my gun, because I have a gun, and I do know how to use it.
I'll see to you in
needle
personally.
rifle this jerk. 0 damage, very nice. Gas cloud grenade, nice, making the whole thing even more gaseous.
Out of my way!
So these, like, cultist fights seem to just be them throwing a whole lot of grenades. Because the corn grenade, or the corn fight, they just threw a ton of incendiary grenades. Here they're just throwing a ton of gas grenades. So... oh, fuck, that's a plague bearer. I wanted to run her down here, get her into cover, but... That's not wise. Also, this thing needs to die. Do I stay here? I don't think we need the cover efficiency. What we need to do is some damage. So let's drop a...
I understand your intent.
analysis on that one, and then I can killing edge it.
I am not your Xenos pet monkey.
Well, there goes that problem. And now she can move
I
into
approach
a
the
better
designated
location.
position.
Fantastic. All right, get into cover.
This tedium is beneath me.
And you have
If I must. No
Opening.
weakness is
Oh,
hidden
live.
from my sight.
okay. So Heinrichs needs to engage. I'm gonna move him out here, just so that he can get in there and
Focus,
charge.
Van Kellogg's. Focus. But
Get
of
into the middle
course,
one.
Lord Captain.
Solid damage. So we can Death Whisper that one. Get rid of him.
Your
Fantastic.
reckoning
One
is
down. There's a Plague Bearer up there. We're not gonna be able to get to him. We do have our pistol, so we can shoot at this guy with the pistol. What's the single shot gonna do? 56%? That sounds better.
I won't object to it.
Okay. Tiny bit of damage. You know, it's something. We're gonna
Naturally.
endure. And oh man, this is risky.
For the throne's glory.
Okay. It worked.
I am your doom.
I've suffered worse.
Crush the feeble.
Ow.
I won't go down.
Will of chaos.
My ears are ringing.
I serve the ruinous powers.
God, will they ever stop? I guess they... I hope they just have, like, one grenade that they can use. So I can go and take that one, but I think there's more enemies over in this direction. So if I run here, I can then charge. Let me check that. Yes, I can.
Follow
That's
my
what we're
lead.
gonna do. We're gonna leave that one to Jai. She can handle it.
Brace yourself, Abelard.
Nice. Okay, chop chop.
One fewer tongue.
Wonderful. He is dead.
I will
Do a
do my
cautious
duty.
approach at the moment. And what we can then do is use a pistol shot on him.
Victory is
35%
imminent.
chance to finish him off.
I took care of
Lovely.
this one.
And it's an extra versatility, which is what's really important.
Indeed.
We'll drop a Endure. I don't think there's much else to be done at the moment, so I think it's just a matter of... Yeah, we'll hold on.
Chaos guides me.
I'm not injured. I'm enraged.
Okay, Argenta's here. We have momentum, which I'm
Power
going to use
resides in the
steady
will of the
superiority on
righteous.
her immediately, because steady superiority is fucking awesome. So, we have ourselves a Plague Bearer right there. I'm not a fan of Plague Bearers, and neither is Argenta. So she's going to walk over this way. I'm not going to put her into the cover. I'm not sure if that's going to affect her line of sight, but she is going to point blank. We blew up another barrel. I didn't see that there. Whoopsies. So she can shoot again. Let's... Yeah, we'll just do it as a single shot.
This is why I
And
was
then we
chosen.
can wildfire and do another volley, which should finish
do
this
it.
thing off.
Work is a prayer.
And let's
As
do
the
an
Emperor
instantaneous reload.
commands, I act.
And we'll do a furious recital. Moments of death. Oh, man. Okay.
Is that my blood?
We're not. This is not a good time for orchestrated firestorm. But let's see. I can't shoot that one apparently. Yes, I can. I don't know why I thought I couldn't. Who knows? So that one's now unhappy, being filled
I
with
can do
toxic
that.
darts, and now he is dead. So at least he's no longer unhappy. That's what's important. Voice of command, or do I do some other stuff here? We have momentum, but this is not the best time or place to use it. There's just one hostile here. Two. I mean, can we hit them from here? We sure can. The chance is not great, but I don't care. We have ammo to spare.
Cross a Kazbalican.
Never cross a Kazbalican. We'll buff up Cyrene.
You've got a problem, I've got a prize.
That. So this is the flank that's a little bit dangerous still.
Death to non-believers.
Yeah, we're taking some serious damage there. So Jai, it's Jai's turn again. That's pretty great. She's gonna run up this way.
Stop hitting me, Ashmouth!
No.
A moving
Let's
target
not
lives
stand
longer.
right next to the barrel again. Fucking hell, that's still potentially gonna hit the barrel? Alright, whatever.
You're
Well,
not fun!
it's dead. Then, what can we do here? Let's juice up Heinrichs. Give him a turn. Because he can take this guy out.
The
Charge.
road take you.
Can also use Daring Breach. Let's take
But
this
of
guy out
course,
first, then we'll use Daring Breach. He lived. But we can Death Whisper him. Goodbye. And Daring Breach.
Power surging.
Okay. So, where do we have some enemies? We got one right here, and a Plague Bearer. I'm going to take this guy first. We're going to move as far as we can.
I won't
Man,
die
we're taking a ton of
here.
damage here. I am going to have to invigorate myself here, which is not what I wanted to spend my actions on, but
I won't object. I'm done with this
rip
one.
that guy. All right, he's dead. And then we can move up to here.
I
Take on
need
the
a
Plague Bearer.
foothold. Naturally.
Let's get an opening on it. Psychic Force. Do it. Solid damage. It's not happy about that, and then we can hit
Let's
it again.
see to it.
Fantastic. Alright, that's quite a lot of damage on it.
Too bad I never leave debts unpaid.
And can we take a single shot at it? We
Am I
can.
getting paid for this?
Okay.
I can do that with the right
That's the
incentive.
advantage. Ah, there's another cultist here. We'll leave that to Argenta.
I can
We're almost
make
down.
it.
I prefer nobody to go down here. So I'm going to send Cyrene as far as she can possibly
Don't let
go.
your guard down. Didn't I'm fly exit.
I think I died. Yeah, running through all of this toxic gas is a problem. Thankfully, Irliad's doing fine, so Irliad can get rid of this jerk. Or we can get rid of that jerk. We can probably get rid of both of the jerks.
If it serves your cause, I deal
Survive.
death with my hands. You cannot force
can't
me,
do it again.
Lantak.
Seems like sometimes we can shoot twice, sometimes we cannot. Well, we'll get an in my sights
I
on
am
him.
not your Xenos pet monkey.
Let him die.
Die
We could have done some
here.
other actions, but whatever. Yeah, we gotta take this thing out. I am going to Psychic Force it again. Hopefully this will work. Goodbye. Never mind, you're still alive. That makes me
For the
upset.
throne's glory.
Death Whisper. Down he goes. Okay. Oh, that's a blue horror. Hi, didn't see you there.
But of course, Lord Captain.
We must have summoned that when we used Invigorate.
Naturally.
Okay. Hopefully we can kill the other enemies, because if we kill the enemies, the newly summoned in creatures vanish. So. Okay, Abelard. Abelard, you can take that one out. So if you move here, and then charge it.
A tactically sound approach.
Okay, very good damage. You can drop a sworn enemy there. We can cleave it to
At your
build up
beck and
our
call,
last
reduce
bit
to
of,
dust.
yeah. Okay, that works.
I will
Drop
do my
another
duty.
Pain cleanses the body.
Argenta. So what do we have left? We've got just the cultist here, and then the blue horror. So the cultist. Alright, that should finish the encounter. Because the horror should then disappear. Yeah. Okay. That was, gnarly. Alright, let's loot the bodies. Gas grenades. Right here. I don't think there's gonna be random other stuff to be found, so it's just looting the, dead enemies. Oh, there is a valve up there. Can we do something with that? I don't know. Apparently not. And another one here. Not sure what all these valves are.
I always have a backup
A
plan.
minor setback.
After the Cornus Expanse. We've got some more dead
You will
cultists
pay
here.
an even greater price.
Okay.
I always keep my options
Get out of
open.
Wow, we've taken a lot of wounds. We need some medical attention. I think I was walking through like a steam trap or something. But I don't think that's relevant, because we just heal up. Okay, hopefully we're here in time. We shall see. Okay, Grantis. That's the planet we need to approach. Wasn't this shitty planet? I think it was. Governor's Camp. Okay. So this is going to be against Eldari. Or Drukhari. Xenos Raiders. We're going to bring Irliat along. We'll bring Heinrichs along. Abelard, you have the ship. Jai, you can stay here. Let's actually bring these two. We can level them up and give them the opportunity to stretch their legs. Besides, I don't think we need to worry about demons or chaos stuff against Xenos, so in that case, Idira might be useful. Also, I want to check that, where are we? Okay. Wanted to check the armor that we got from the thing, but I'll quickly level up first. So we have a her Vanguard ultimate. I'm really like not using. You do have a decent fellowship. Till end of combat, Vanguard gains extra. Sure, we'll take that, just in case we use it. Like, taking holds. We'll do that. Just thematically. Seems like a foresight-related thing. So, the armor that we got was this, I believe. The Headhunter Light Carapace. So, plus awareness divided by 10 dodge. So, you have an awareness of, you know, just 140, which is, I mean, it's not too bad. Oh, you already have that. Okay. But Idira also has a very high awareness of 105. So, this would be quite good on you. I mean, she has the Fire Blessed Carapace, which is kind of cool. Immunity to burning. This is just going to be much better. Like, her dodge right now is 52. If we put this on her, she has an 80% dodge. It also looks pretty cool. Not gonna lie, that looks pretty good. What's this armor going to be like on you? So his dodge is not that relevant. Plus 10 agility is nice. 10 armor against human enemies. Okay. I think I'm going to give him the Fire Blessed Carapace. It looks a bit janky on him, to be sure. But let me... just to make sure here. So that's 45% armor, 56% dodge. Here we have 38% armor, 85% dodge. The dodge penalty incurred by Fire Blessed Carapace is too much. It's way too high. I'm just going to put this into cargo. We're not using it. These long las we definitely don't need anymore. I'm going to throw them into cargo. I'll keep the Mastercrafted Power Maul for now. Hotshot las pistol. I'm going to give it to him instead of the Orflac pattern stub revolver. The dodge resistance that it grants, or the dodge reduction. Actually, I could give him a needle pistol instead. So perhaps I'll do that. That is a good inquisitorial weapon anyways. So I think I'm going to do that. Whatever can make it more likely that he's going to hit with a ranged attack is relevant. You don't even have a weapon, or a ranged weapon? You don't need one. She has the Rotobi pattern bow hammer. Which is basically a shotgun-based ability. Which I'm fine with her having. And yeah, we have our needle rifle, which is pretty cool. I'm happy with that weapon for us, because we can actually score some pretty good hits with the Deadeye shot when we're not using our psychic powers. Alright, so...
keep your wits about you.
Proceeding onwards, it's a nice little pool here. We have an athletics test that we can take to get up there. Let's actually have a look. No, we have to go all the way around, so never mind. That's probably just to get back down. What have we here? That looks like a dead aristocrat. The body is lying face down, its crooked fingers clinging to the ground. The woman had her spine broken. Then she was allowed to crawl in the vain hope of escape. Oh, not nice. The dead noblewoman is staring at the sky with unblinking eyes. Her fingers have been thoroughly broken, and a tangle of intestines lies atop her
Rise to
slashed
the
abdomen.
top, or get left in the dust.
Yep, it does look that way. That's pretty gnarly. Otherwise, a rather idyllic sunset beach, minus the dismembered corpses. How about this one? The corpse is missing its eyes, nose, and lips. Judging by the maimed mouth, the teeth and tongue were also torn out before death. Typical Drukhari
The
stuff.
imprint of torment and fatigue has been left upon this world. The mark of my dark cousins is so stark, it cannot be anything but a trap.
Oh man, they were having like a nice
Dark
picnic.
cousins? Meaning the Xenos that repel even their own repellent kind? My weapon will be put to use here.
She sounds so happy. Someone has split this man's thorax open and turned his ribs inside out. Ah,
Is there money to be made?
taking clues from the Norse, I see. Well, at least we got some vintage Amasek out of the deal. The face and hands are twisted in a paroxysm of death throes. The victim's last moments were full of torment. Paroxysm, I like that word. It's basically a surge of some sort of ailment or malady or generally negative sensation. I myself experience
I always have a backup
neurological
plan.
paroxysms from time to time where my nervous system goes into full rebellion, which is
Watch your
highly
steps.
unpleasant. Sort of seizure-esque, but not
That
really.
was a problem for
It's
you.
very localized. Okay, we got
The
some goods here.
Whispers told me a secret.
Nice.
Always keep your eye on
I think
prize.
we were too late. That's my guess. Oh, hello. You people look friendly. That's not very nice. That's also not very nice. So you are...
At
Maritime.
last. You took your time coming to meet me, monkey.
The Xenos in ornate black armor turns his head to you. His thin, pale face is covered in tattoos and blood splatters. After a moment, his thin lips stretch into a crooked, unpleasant smile. A couple of seconds pass before you realize that the Elucidator is silent. The Xenos is addressing you in low Gothic. Interesting.
One of my soft-bodied kin. What meager offering tempted you to lower yourself to attending these animals? Or does their company remind you of being among your lost brothers and sisters?
Interesting. I think this guy is a potential party member. Because I've seen this name in patch notes before. Which makes me wonder.
What do you know about my brothers and sisters, Dark One?
So, if you're thinking, like, you know, in a lot of fantasy settings, dark elves and high elves, or the different, like, types of elves, you know, the dark elves and whatever the not dark elves are, hate each other. Like, in D&D, you get the drow and the non-drow elves. They are not the best of friends. In Warhammer Fantasy, you have the Asur and the Druki. Definitely not the best of friends. In this, that is not necessarily the case. They generally don't like each other, but it isn't, like, kill on sight. The Drukhari have sort of a, you know, oh, those poor little fools, trying to stave off their indulgences. We pity them, to the regular Eldari, and the Eldari are like, oh, those misguided, twisted wretches. We pity them, to the Drukhari. They do occasionally work together.
Only that they wander blind and helpless, robbed of their home and hope. Oh, but why am I telling you this? Isn't it your duty to watch over your kin, outcast?
My, this beast can speak our language.
Speaking your language is slightly less trying for my patience than being forced to listen to a monkey machine butchering our tongue. Besides, I want you to understand well what I'm about to tell you.
Oh, yeah?
How is it that out of all of your kind, you're the only one to discover our feasts in advance? Usually, you're all so slow and sluggish that my kin have always been enough time to leave the battlefield before aid arrives. But still, time and time again, your dogs have been there to stand in the Cabal's way.
I kind of want to fight. Like, that's an incubus. That's going to be a scary enemy. These are Cabalite warriors. They're probably going to hit pretty hard from range with the toxic splinter rifles. And the reason why I want to fight is because I want to loot them when they're dead.
That thing is perceptive.
Ooh, you hear the undercurrent of worry in Heinrich's murmur. Indeed. Course again. Aggravating, is it not, having someone best you at your own game?
Do
we are
not
getting under his
try
skin.
my patience, monkey.
We're not going to give away Heinrich's. I'm not going to give away Heinrich's aid. If they find out that we have Inquisition help, that's a thread they can follow. And I don't want to lead them to Achilles Scalander, because Scalander is definitely doing his job well. I don't know how he knows what he knows. That's a different question. But right now I'm thankful for it. We're smarter than we look.
And? That's it? Just an assertion that your kind are not as brainless as you appear to be? This answer does not satisfy me.
Oh man, I love trolling them.
I will tell you this, monkey. I know you might be lying to me, or you might even be unaware of who is guiding your hand. In any case, I have grown quite tired of your attempts to delay the inevitable. Surely you too have run yourself ragged, chasing us between the stars. Let us put an end to this. Finish this standoff. My forces against yours, once and for all. You wander among the stars, so you must know of this place. An ancient reach, where the echo of stellar agony rings still. A place that serves as a graveyard for old stars, still filled with residual emissions and glittering dust. The place that buried your wreck, stuffed full of delicious, frightened monkey, and the horrors that devoured them. The threshold of our domain. Your kind call it the Cinerus Maleficum. That is where our disputes will be settled. The cabal of the Reaving Tempest will be waiting for you, monkey. Do not come unarmed.
That's very interesting. This is strange. I mean, it's a trap. Not so fast. I answered your question, now you will answer mine. Xenos lowers his head pensively, but what catches your attention is something else. A barely noticeable twitch of his fingers in his armored gauntlet. He is signaling to someone standing behind you.
Very well. Amuse me.
Who's standing behind me? I can't see. Are you and your band the ones responsible for stealing the suns?
Stealing the sun? The Drakari are capable of that and much more, monkey. Gamora bathes in the light of 3 stars stolen by my kin. But if you think I had a hand in this or any other theft of suns, you are mistaken.
I believe him. Doesn't seem like something he would deny if he didn't actually do it. He would probably boast about it if he did.
Then what are you doing on my planet? Why are you attacking us? Okay.
Because that is the way of things, monkey. You run, we hunt. You die suffering. We relish every moment of it. When immediate torment loses its luster, and we seek ways to extract something more exquisite from our victims, well, your kin are frequent guests in my home realm, albeit not of their own volition.
Okay, yep.
And it is all to prevent your putrescent souls from wasting away in the scorching corruption of Cylon Thresh. Day after day, century after century, you chase after the torment of others in hopes that the whispers of she who thirsts might fade from your ears at last.
Yep, pretty much.
Spoken by one who has willingly locked herself in a cage of rules and taboos. Tell me, Asuriani, what part of you is true Eldari? Have you ever in your life let yourself be consumed by pure euphoria? Have you ever felt real passion? I invite you to join me. I will initiate you into the art of pain and unveil all that your paths keep hidden. I suppose I should not have expected anything compelling from a monkey. Your questions breed boredom. The conversation is over.
So, if we attack now...
Conversations end when I say they do.
Oh, monkey. I do not play by your rules.
Okay.
Wipe your disgusting presence out of existence!
What was that whimper, monkey?
Oh, perfect. We get to fight. That is indeed an incubus who has a lot of health. This is a Kabalite Blade Master who has... Oh, shit! Oh, God. Okay, this is going to be a fight, guys. This is going to be a fight. We have... This is an oddly, like, wide fight. There's lots of room. I like that. Alright, so... With this, we actually are in a pretty good position, because Irliet is going to wreak unholy havoc upon them. So I want to keep everybody in position and let them come to us. We can engage in a ranged battle, and then potentially I need to find an angle where we can send our melee fighters up. We're going to have to deal with the Incubus, so I will put him... Where do I put Heinrichs? Because that thing... So this is a Slith. This is an alien mercenary. It's got guns and melee capability. It's basically a snake with 4 arms. They're cool as hell. Should be noted, I play this army. I play the Drukhari in 40k. I don't actually play at all right now. Not a fan of the current rule set, but I used to back in the day. I still have my Drukhari army. They were a lot of fun. Okay, Cyrene, you're gonna go right here. I'm gonna put Argenta back here. I'm gonna just basically run her up to this part so that she can hopefully kill the Slith or something. Idira, I'm gonna hang back here. And Cassia, we just don't have good position. I'll put Heinrichs there. We're gonna put Cassia behind this. We need better cover. We do need to advance. Basically, everybody except for Irliet needs to advance. Speaking of Irliet, I'm gonna give her a turn. So there is the thing of somebody, he was gesturing at somebody behind us, so it might be that we get attacked from behind, which would suck, but what can you do? So we can have her shoot right now. Could already do that. I could also have her get perfect spot and then just do a in my sights on somebody. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna drop perfect spot, and then I'm gonna put in my sights on the Incubus. Because this guy's probably gonna be not in cover. Let me get ourselves another turn. There is no... there's no, negative warp phenomenon, so I'm going to drop a forewarning on Argenta. I'm then going to drop a prescience on Cassia. A front line, I'm going to put right up here for now. You can always move it. Cover reduction. And dodge reduction is going to be going right here.
Who if not me?
So that Iliad can benefit from that. And the next one, the rear. So we have Argenta right there. I think I'm going to put this right here for now so that Argenta can get into cover up there and make some benefit of that. What else can we do? We've got 3 action points left, so I can give an extra turn to somebody. The question is who? I think I'm going to give it to Argenta.
It's as good as done. I'll see to it personally.
So we can let Argenta start doing some work here. We can also have her dash up into a better position and then potentially run and gun afterwards. So I think that's what we're going to do. She's got 3 action points, so we're going to... We can shoot here. That's even better.
This is why I was chosen.
Didn't do very much.
I'll do it.
So here she'll be in some cover.
In battle.
And then put a single shot right here.
Faith without deeds is worthless.
The next guy, fantastic.
As the
We'll
Emperor commands, I act.
And we already have 4 versatility, so it's looking good. That is my turn. Oh, I can even do a free action shot. Well, it's gonna hit this
I'll make it
incubus.
happen.
Gotta start
The better
getting some
defense
damage on him.
is a good offense.
Idira. She's actually going to be useful here. So I'm going to drop a forewarning on Cassia.
Anything else?
She's already got prescience. I can drop prescience on myself. And then I'm going to drop a sensory, or we can do a psychic assault. 7-meter cone. Never mind. It's not going to happen. We can drop a sensory deprivation on an enemy. Let's drop a sensory deprivation on the slip. I think I want that thing to be blind. And some... No, I want her to move, actually. I'm gonna move her right here.
They who discern the future on the battlefield.
I'm going to put some stacks of analysis on the incubus so that when Iliad takes the shot on it, it's going to hit a little bit harder. I have a pistol that I can use. Nothing that's in range, though, because it's a shotgun pistol, so... Then it's going to be a matter of exposed weakness. We'll drop an exposed weakness on it, actually. And that way everyone can benefit from it. They'll have 40% less dodge and armor. Nice start. How much damage did that do? That's not terrible. So we're going to drop an aim for the opening, because the opening is not on the right side there. Poised to strike. No, we'll do a... We'll drop some exploits.
If it serves your cause. I am
Precise
not your
attack.
Xenos pet.
We gotta do as much damage to this guy as possible. These are scary.
This
and
tedium is beneath me.
Killing edge.
Another soul slips
yeah.
beyond the veil.
One shot.
Your death is approaching.
We are the bane of lesser things. I've never
Cavalite
felt
coming in.
pain like
Oh
this.
my god.
I'll make you howl.
That was awful. Idira is basically almost dead. So we have a Cavalite Blade Master coming in here. She's coming for Argenta. I'd prefer that not to happen. So we're going to Held in My Gaze, which dealt a lot of damage. Then we can Lidless Stare it, finish it off, maybe? Or do I ignore it? Just leave it be. We need to heal Idira. Like, now. How do I do this? Okay, what I'm going to do is first off drop a Glimpse of Fate on Iliad, because Iliad is going to do absolutely massive damage. And then I'm going to give
I am a
Heinrich
navigator,
this buff.
not a servitor. Do
And we're gonna
not
give him a turn.
dare ask.
And the reason I'm giving him a turn is so that he can heal Idira, because she's about to fight it.
I won't object to it.
Just a tiny bit of health. I don't need her going down right now. And then we can drop a Word of the Emperor on everybody. Lovely. Okay. A little bit of support ability there. The Slith is going to advance. Okay, thankfully that missed. Thankfully, I don't know what it was trying to do there. These guys...
Focus, Van Kellogg's.
Sybarite.
Focus.
So that's these are the squad leaders.
Agony.
Okay. I would like to do that there. Actually, that's still pretty good. This is going to be glorious, I think.
For you, my Emperor!
Well,
The Emperor's judgment.
And wildfire time. And do it again. Are you immobilized? That's what we need to check here. You have unfinished business. Interesting. Okay, I'm not sure how that applied. It is immobilized, so we don't need to worry about it getting me. It does have a pistol.
Doubt is
I'm
for
less
the weak.
worried about that. We might catch it with a stray bolt round anyways. But this thing's gotta go. I don't know what it can do.
Faith
I don't
without
want to know what it
deeds
can
is
do.
worthless. As the Emperor
Furious
commands,
suicidal?
I act.
High momentum.
And we have momentum.
I am
Betting
his
superiority.
will made manifest.
Alright. More DACA? No. Single shot here. Or do I put a single shot on one of these other jerks? That's gonna do a bit of damage all the way down line there. Or I try and take out one of these, can't shoot you. It's unfortunately the one I would like to shoot. No, I'm gonna put a single shot on this Cabalite here.
For you, my Emperor!
Okay. And I'm gonna hold position for now. That might be unwise.
Let them tremble.
Yikes.
What
Getting louder.
Your misery
Protect
is
the
my
fallen.
treat.
Oh boy. They're coming in.
Everyone, step aside.
Alright, so we're gonna have to charge. Actually, before we charge, I'm going
For
to
the
Iron Arm,
throne's glory.
and I'm going to drop a Shield of the Emperor, because we're in a little bit of danger. We can charge here. It's gonna hit the wrong side, so we'll do an aim for the opening on this side, so that we can benefit from that.
But of course, Lord.
Okay, get rid of this guy.
Pay for this in blood.
Death Whisper.
Naturally.
Your last
Lovely.
stroke of luck.
And a
I
regular
won't
attack.
object.
Bye.
Your reckoning is due.
Yep, decapitated. And it's my turn. So, who needs help? You need a bit of forewarning. Right now, everybody other than myself is juiced up. So we're going to do a perfect
Who,
timing.
if not me?
So we're all being affected. And then, I'm going to give Cassia another turn, or Argenta another turn. Can't give Argenta another turn. We're going to give Iliad another turn, actually. That's our best course of action, because she can just put another, you know, pop a cap into somebody here. The question is who? Still a 95% chance of hitting.
If I must.
Rip. Alright. So, I got one DACA that I can use here. We can put a DACA into this guy,
On
maybe
it.
kill him. That'd be ideal. Very nice. Look at that. We killed somebody. And now it's Iliad's turn again. She has taken a bit of damage, but I'm okay with that at the moment. You gotta die. So let's see here. We can do another precise attack. Just make sure that we hit them. 6 exploits. We'll drop exposed weakness just to reduce its dodge and cover effectiveness, and then we'll do a killing edge on it, which should hopefully remove it from the equation. Yep.
Undefeated.
No, you definitely died defeated. I thought it was just going to say I die, and I was like, that statement is 100% correct. Okay.
I am not your Xenos pet
Aim into
monkey.
the slip here. Thankfully, we survived that. They do quite a lot of damage. Okay, if I go here, I'm exposed from this side, but there's nothing on this side anymore because Iliad cleared them out, so I'm going to go
Step
this way.
aside. The navigator is coming.
And we're going to have
Me?
Cassia
You
deal
insist,
with
Lord
this
Captain.
jerk. Little stare
If
that.
I may.
Ah, it lived. Why did it have to live? That's not what I wanted. Well, we can throw a gas grenade at it. Do it. 8 damage. I hope it dies. It's Glimpse of Fate myself. Probably a dodge, at least.
Captain.
Hopefully she survives the point-blank full auto shot that she's about to take. Okay, I'm glad this thing's missing repeatedly, because I don't want to know what it does. That is a shard carbine, is the weapon that it carries, which is stronger than the regular splinter rifles that they have. So I think that one did, in fact, die. Perfect. The gas grenade worked. I'm very happy about that. You here are a little bit worrisome. What about a crack grenade? It's not going to do very much. You either have a lot of health or a lot of armor. I'm guessing it's a lot of armor.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
This
is why I was chosen.
But that's okay. Argenta
I'll do it.
Can deal with this. So we'll do another full auto here.
Faith without deeds is worthless.
Okay, we got a lot of damage in on it. And we can even do it again.
As the Emperor commands, I act. This is why I was chosen.
Oh yeah, almost dead. Holy shit. Reload.
Doubt is for the weak.
Solid. Okay, Heinrichs. I think we can have Heinrichs finish this thing off. So we can have him charge it. Ooh, no line of sight. What about from here? There we go.
I'll put my psychic abilities to use. I'm done with this one.
Nice. Ordos Xenos approved. That leaves just the Sybarite. This is a fucking cool fight. I love fighting the Drukhari. I don't think it's worth me using that because we're not going to be able to actually get to the enemy. So I'm going to drop an Invigorate on Irliad
for the
here,
throne's glory,
because she can pick off the enemy.
But of course,
I'll endure,
Lord Captain,
in case it shoots me. And we can drop another shield of the Emperor. Okay. Cyrene, are you even in? You're just way the fuck back there. So there's really not much we can do aside from advance. So I guess advance is going to be what we're going to do. So I will give Heinrichs
I'll
an
see to
extra
it
turn,
personally.
so that Heinrichs can basically just charge.
Let's see to it.
Extra distance to close in with. How far can we go with this? We're not going to be able to reach it this turn again. Drop another Endure. I might even throw in another. No, never mind. End turn. Are you forewarned? You are. You are not prescienced, though. I'll drop a prescience on you.
It's as good as done.
From that. And anybody else can take forewarning?
I'll see
can.
to it personally.
Can we shoot the enemy? No. All right. Okay, Irliad's gonna have to move.
I move swiftly to strike.
End turn. No sense in
Be careful not to cross my gaze.
we can mend reality. Wow, it's just gone. Veil degradation is done. Okay, Glimpse of Fate on Heinrichs.
I am a navigator, not a servitor.
I think Heinrichs is going to be the one that reaches it.
Your death
Are you coming out?
approaching.
Yeah, you're coming out. Perfect. Okay, Argenta. Can you shoot it? You sure can.
I'll do it.
Single shot. Okay. Wildfire that. Single shot it again. So I don't want to
Faith without deeds.
pull out of that with too many
strike.
allies in the way.
As
We'll have
the
her
Emperor
dash
commands,
forward and
I
then
act.
run and gun to get even closer.
The enemies of the Emperor will be
Now
undone.
she'll have a opportunity to full auto.
This is why I was
Dead. Oh man, what a fight! That was really cool. Drukhari Clave, Splinter Rifle, Reinforced Incubus Armor. That's going to be really cool. And an Embroidered Cloak for +5 Persuasion, and whenever they're affected by an ally ability, they gain +3 Dodge until the end of combat. Both of these things are kind of good. Cavalite Warrior, Splinter Rifle. I don't think we need more than one Splinter Rifle, so we're going to start throwing these into cargo. What I really want is the Shard Carbine. Okay, a Venom Blade and a Reinforced Cavalite Armor. Really cool stuff. Okay, Venom Blade. I don't think we need 2 Venom Blades, so these can automatically go into cargo.
I always keep my options open.
So we can't loot the Slith. I kind of wanted the Shard Carbine, but oh well. Looks like this warden died before he could even raise his weapon.
Rise to the top, or get left in the
The governor's
dust.
body was masterfully disemboweled. His many implants were removed, after which, judging by the amount of blood, the victim lived for a while longer. That sucks. Tech use is not looking particularly good, but we can...
I'll learn from this mistake.
Well, we'll,
Failure is just a temporary setback. I always get the job done.
We've got tons of multi-keys. This dead warden was pinned to the ground with the blade of their own broken dagger. It was plunged right under their chin to ensure that the victim slowly choked to death. Wow.
Keep your wits about you.
So friendly. Ooh, a blast pistol. Okay. That's pretty good. And that's just going to be our shortcut back.
I always have a backup plan.
Nowhere to go in here. Can't drop in there at all. Okay. Oh, no, one more Cavalite. Okay, let's level up. Since we're here. Psyker Majoris. I already have this feature. What about Psyker Minoris? Psyker Extremis? What is going on here? Are these, they renamed. Yeah, they renamed... Okay, this is actually really cool. They renamed the Cyrating talents. This is a bit more, fluffy. So, yeah, what used to be... This would be Cyrating 1. This is, Cyrating 2. Psyker Terminus will be Cyrating 3, and then Psyker Extremis will be Cyrating 4. I like that. It's, it gives a lot more, interesting stuff to the, Psyker, or at least the fluff of those talents. Flawless plan here. Every 9th successful dodge and or parry by the Psyker and their allies grants the Psyker +2 additional AP on their next turn. I think I'm actually just going to take this at this point. And then I am also going to take additional ballistic skill. I don't need... The psychic powers I'm using don't use willpower or perception very much. So I'm going to take extra ballistic skill so that I can shoot better. We've already seen Cyrene is not bad at shooting at this point. The rifle that she's got, she's doing a bit of damage with it, which is really cool. Alright, Argenta here will take a bit of extra demolition. And then we can give her another weapon here, exploit weakness. When the arch-militant attacks targets that have their armor reduced by any effects applied by the arch-militant's allies, the arch-militant deals 10% damage, or plus 10% damage. When the arch-militant attacks targets that have their deflection reduced by any effects applied by the arch-militant's allies, the arch-militant deals plus 2 damage. Okay, so that's very good synergy with exploit weakness and expose, or exploit... Analyze enemies and expose weakness. That's cool. Oh yeah, preferred targets. This is with dodge. Get 10%. You know what? I'm doing this. Preferred targets, because I kind of have her with a crit build. Or no, Arms Master. No, we don't need that, though that's going to be good on Abelard. I think we might already have that with Abelard. Ooh, awaiting orders. Yeah, this is also just filthy. Every round, the first single target ability used by an ally on the arch-militant grants +1 action point to that ally. So, like, on myself, for example. Yeah, I like that. Or if Jay or Cassia does it. It's also really cool. So, Sanctified Slayer. The Psyker's critical hit chance is increased by their resolve. So 4%. That's not bad, and we can then basically start speccing him a bit more towards resolve. Be really cool. If an enemy suffers a critical hit from one of the assassin's allies, at the start of the assassin's turn, a new opening is created on that enemy. Whichever side. Okay. That's pretty good. Each use of aim for the opening on the same target reduces that target's dodge and dodge reduction by 10%. That's quite cool. Esquiva. Each successful dodge grants the assassin extra lethality for the next successful attack. He's not really a dodger, though. Killing spree. That'd be really good if his agility was a bit better. I mean, his agility isn't terrible. Lone killer. The assassin has no allies in a 5-cell radius around them. They gain 10% dodge and 10% dodge reduction. I'm taking that because he's frequently not near enemies. There is also... We could take something that grants extra resolve. So this requires lower veil degradation. We end up with lots of veil degradation most of the time. Hold on. Every time the Psyker deals damage, they gain +1 stack of the Sanguine Siphon effect. If that damage was dealt to the target adjacent to the Psyker, they gain +2 stacks instead. When the Psyker suffers lethal damage, the stacks of Sanguine Siphon are removed to reduce this damage by... Oh, that's... Yeah, you know what? I'm taking this. This is really cool. We can also get Strange Vitality. Yeah, that's kind of cool, too. I'm going to take Sanguine Siphon. Give him a little bit more survivability, because he does tend to go down. Okay. We could give her Drukari equipment. Interesting. I kind of almost want to do that just to buff that, but... Prescient Sight looks really good. Increase the effects of In My Sights. We do use that a fair bit. Is there anything else here that we need? Not really. I kind of want to just give her Drukari equipment. So we'll do that. And then we can get an assassin ability here. Perfect opening. Professional acumen. Yeah, I'm going to take professional acumen. She is action point starved. I rarely have enough action points to actually use all of the abilities with her that I want. Okay, Cassia only gets one thing. These are Vanguard-based abilities. Again, I'm not actually using her Vanguard-based abilities. I don't even know how the Vanguard stuff works. I will do that with a character in another playthrough. The advanced classes are quite complex with how they work. And learning all of them at once. And I don't even say that I know all of them at the moment. Unblinking Stare. Until the end of combat, enemies damaged by the Navigator suffer an additional 8 damage from all attacks of opportunity and cannot dodge them. That is pretty good. I mean, it's okay. Yeah, actually, at this point, that's probably not even that good. 8 damage is not that much with the way how HP scales in this game. I wish HP scaled differently, and stats as well. Like, in the actual Rogue Trader system, the tabletop game, you did not get that much more HP, and enemies also didn't get that much more HP the higher level you get. You just get better at doing the things that you do. You can get more HP, but the game retains a certain lethality that even lower level enemies can still prove to be threatening if you're in a bad situation. And I like that. I have my own system, my own tabletop system that is built very much in the same way. Where, like, stuff like HP and damage doesn't scale super massively as you get better. Like, you will get better at doing higher amounts of damage, yes, but the actual amounts of damage are still going to mostly be determined by the weapons that you're using. And by if you can, like, score critical hits, which critical hits in my system are scored by targeting weak points on enemies, which you need degrees of success on your attack rolls in order to achieve. So making sure that you can hit a target very easily means that you can also deal a lot more damage to the target. So, which often results in, like, one-hit kills onto most human-type enemies. Yeah, I don't know. The HP scaling is a little bit more in line with games like, you know, D&D or something, which I'm less of a fan of, as you all know. This is pretty good. While under the effect of any navigator power, enemies have their armor reduced by 2 times the navigator, so 16. Yeah. And increased by the devastating parameter of the navigator's staff, but does not stack. So... yeah, we have a staff with a devastating parameter, I think. So, at least we did. Idira, what can we get for you? None of this stuff. But I think we can also get you Fatebringer. And give you some more intelligence. Her intelligence is really bad. Why is it so bad? Oh, because you have a head trauma. We'll give you some more intelligence. Why not? So she should have 45 intelligence. Okay. Let's depart. And as we depart, we will be ending today's episode, because I think this is quite a long episode. But this was a really fun fight, I gotta say. I hope we fight more, or we get more fights against the Drukhari. Where the hell is the way out of here? Is that here? I cannot see it. There was like a place that we could drop down. I guess it's here. Yeah, there we go.
Keep a sharp eye.
Oh, hello. We even have some more goods
Always keep your eye on the prize.
that I cannot seem to loot. Okay, there we go. Oh, Armor of the Undaunted and Deadly Precision Bolt Pistol. That's a really good bolt pistol. And this armor, all of the wearer's attacking abilities cost +1 AP more, but gained a 20% additional hit chance. Or critical chance, even. Oh, man. That is a trade-off. I like trade-offs like this, because that's really good, but also really bad. And the dodge penalty's rough. Armor at 45% is pretty good, though. Ooh. Critical hit chance. We did want to give you critical hit chance. Let me check how this Armor of the Undaunted is going to look here, because 85% dodge is very good on him. This tanks his dodge by quite a bit, but his critical hit chance is going to go up quite a lot. And you know what? He has a couple of free, or his attack ability is free. For one of his attack abilities, the Death Whisper. So having that be 1 AP is not that big of a deal. Oh man, we'll try it out. I may revoke it, but for now, I think that's a really cool thing. So I think we can ditch the Mizoa pattern bolt pistol, since we're not actually using a bolt pistol at the moment. And we can have Deadly Precision here. Do I then give this to Argenta as a backup weapon? Though, when is she ever going to actually need it? That's the problem. Because reloading is free. I don't think reloading should ever be free. I think it should, at minimum, cost 1 to make backup weapons be a little bit more useful and interesting. Nobody else here that can use it. Bolt pistol, so we'll leave it. I think I either did it in this playthrough or my other playthrough, where I gave Abelard bolt weapon proficiency. I'm not sure if I did it in this one, but in case I did. So you can potentially take this then. Let me give you this armor. It's much better than the Sin skin that you currently have. The Sin skin is a little bit outdated. She's been wearing that for way too long. So now she has proper armor. It's okay, but, you know, her agility is really good. She's mostly dodging. Odd for a sister, but definitely part of the reason why I will be building her into a sister dominion. The fast attack sisters. Anyways, we'll drop down here now. And,
the Inquisition taught me many things.
We will head back to the shuttle and call it a
Is there money to be made?
Session. Do drop this video a like if you have enjoyed it. And I will catch you all in the next one. Heritor out.